Hello students, hope you all are fine. So I am here again with another video. So in this video we are going to study about a very important topic, which is photosynthesis. And I'm sure that you must have studied this topic in your previous classes. So as you all know that all living organisms need food. Animals also obtain food from the plants, but plants prepare it for themselves. How? By the process of photosynthesis. Okay, what is the meaning of photo? Photo means light, and synthesis means to prepare the food through the light with the help of the light. Alright, so it is the process by which the plant prepare its own food, okay, by the help of certain raw materials, which we will study now in this video. So, and also apart from this, plants also prepare a life supporting free oxygen gas in the atmosphere, which is very essential for our breathing. So what happens actually in the process of the photosynthesis? What all things are required? You can see here that all green plants are able to synthesize the food from carbon dioxide. From where do we get this carbon dioxide? We get this carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Okay, so just note down these points. Carbon dioxide, the plant gets this carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Water, you can, as you can see in the this picture, that as we water the plants, and in the presence of the chlorophyll. Where is the chlorophyll? Inside the leaves. We will study in details now. And of course, last but not the least, sunlight, very important. The plant also require the energy from to prepare the food. So from where the plant is getting this energy? The plant is getting this energy from the sunlight to prepare its food. So the plants require carbon dioxide and water. So as a result, what does the plants give at the end product? What are the end products of the photosynthesis? It is food, that is in the form of glucose, okay, and of course the oxygen. All right, so let's move further. So now we will study about in details about how this process takes place. This is the longitudinal section of the leaf. Now as you all know, the food is prepared by the help of the leaf. Okay, leaf only prepare the food, and it is also known as the kitchen of the plant. Leaves are known as the kitchen of the plant. As in the previous video I have told you, flower are the reproductive part of the plant. In the same way, leaves are known as the kitchen of the plant. Okay, so we will now study by one all the details. Okay, so this is the longitudinal section of the leaf. If we cut it, then we will find it in this way. So here are the two layers, the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. Okay, and after this, here you can see that pallid mesophyll cells. Okay, and here you will find the air cavities. You can say air cavities, air spaces. Okay, or it has the tubes. What does this do? These air spaces helps in the transporting. What does it transport? It transports water to the leaves. Okay, it transports the water to the leaves. And below that, here you can see below that spongy mesophyll cells are there. Okay, then below this you will find another layer, the lower epidermis, which has a small opening. You can see the small opening over here. This opening is called the stoma. Okay, so these are the small lower layer. This lower layer has a small spores which are known as stomata, which is the function is to diffuse the water. Okay, it helps the water and carbon dioxide to get in or move out. All right, so now we will study how does this process of photosynthesis takes place in the leaves. As I told you, you can see here the palisade mesophyll cells. So the chlorophyll is found inside this. So if here the chloroplast, and inside the chloroplast, okay, chlorophyll is found inside the chloroplast. And where is chloroplast? Chloroplast is here in the mesophyll cells. So you can say, and now if we zoom in, so it will look somewhat like this. If we zoom the chloroplast, it will look somewhat like this. I will just show you like this. Okay, so in the LS of the leaf we saw that palisade mesophyll cells, so they have the cells which is known as which are chloroplast, and inside the chloroplast there is chlorophyll. Okay, so what are chloroplast? They are found in the plant cells and they are responsible for the photosynthesis. Why? Because they carry the green pigment. Okay, they are very important for the process of the photosynthesis, and they carry the green pigment which is chlorophyll. As in the human bodies, the red pigment, the blood, the red color of the blood is because of the iron protein. What is the name of that iron protein? What is that red protein? That is hemoglobin, right? So in the same way, the leaves have the green pigment. Where these green, what is the name of it? Is actually the name of the green pigment. Okay, it is just the name of the green pigment, chlorophyll. And where it is found? It is found inside the chloroplast. And where is the chloroplast? Chloroplast is in the palisade mesophyll cell. So if you just want to note down, then you can note down, or you can make your own points or the pointers. Okay, so what is the function of this chlorophyll? The main function is to absorb. Write it down is the first point. Just note down the keywords. Okay, and then you can make your own phrases and sentences. As I explained you, just note down one rough sketch or type you can make, so that when you will make your own notes, it will be easier for you. Okay, so chloroplast absorbs the light energy, and then what does it do? It converts the light energy into the chemical energy, because then only the process of here, the main process starts. Okay, now we will see. Now I told you in the palisade mesophyll cells, if you zoom, there are the cells which is known as chloroplast. Now chloroplast looks somewhat like this. Okay, now it is just you can see it is an oval shape. Okay, it also has a two membrane. It also has a two membrane, or you can say as a double membrane. The interior contained a closely packed flattened sac-like structure which is thylakoid here written. Okay, you can see here the outer membrane, here this part, and this part the inner membrane. Okay, and in the inner part there is a flattened sac-like structure. These are known as thylakoids. Okay, so what does this thylakoid do? We will now study in details. And here you can see a pile of or a stack of, like if you put the coins, okay, if you put those coins one on the top of each, so it will become a pile of coins or a stack of a coin. So in the same way, when there is a pile of this thylakoid, it is known as granum. Okay, just note down GRANUM, granum. And Where are the chlorophylls? The pigment chlorophyll is contained in the walls of the thylakoid. Where is the wall? This side. These are the walls of the thylakoid, and the chlorophyll is present here only. And what does the chlorophyll do? As we have studied just now, chlorophyll absorbs the light and it converts the light energy into the chemical energy for further process. Okay, so here in this chloroplast structure, you can see there is a thylakoid, and this thylakoid has a stack. One word question will come like this, can come like this, you can note it down. Has a stack or a pile which is known as grana. The other part, which is this colorless part, okay, ground colorless substance, this part, the empty part, the colorless, you can see, this is known as stroma. All right, and you can see this small rod like, these are known as fret. If it is not there in your textbook, you can please note it down. Fret, or you can call it as interconnecting bars. Okay, so this chloroplast is mainly contained in the mesophyll cells, and which is located between the upper epidermis, as we have studied, and the lower epidermis. And they are also found in the guard cells of the stomatas and the outer layer of the young green stems. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So now next is stomata. Now where do we find the stomata? Let's move to the, yes, you can see here, as I told you, the small opening here, this is stomata. Now we are just zoom in and you will find it somewhat like this. Okay, so what are these stomatas? These are the minute opening which occurs in the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, and what is the function of these stomata? The main function is to let in the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. For what? For carrying out the process of photosynthesis. And when these stomatas are not in use, that is when there is dark in the evening time and in the night time, they tend to close their opening. Here you can see that white space in between. Here you can see there is no space, and these are the two guard cells. Okay, you just note down, these are the two guard cells. So when the photosynthesis process is taking place, that means especially during the afternoon time, okay, so this stomata will be open, and when it is open, this state again, when there is particularly a diagrammatic question comes based on this figure, and there will be one word questions that what is the state of the stomata when it is open, what is that state called? Then you will write, it is called turgid. Okay, and when it is closed, here there is no gap, it will just close like this. Okay, so this state is known as a flaccid. This state is known as flaccid. So you can see that when the water loss is minimized from the leaves through transpiration, when there is light after the sunrise, they reopen and they allow the carbon dioxide to diffuse in. All right, so transpiration also occur in another way with photosynthesis, or you can say, you can note it down, that transpiration is the price which the plants pay for photosynthesis. Okay, it is just a phrase I am just telling you to make you understand. All right, so I hope this is and where are these found? These are found in the lower epidermis, the lower layer. And what are the small spores? What is the name of the small spores? This is called stomata. Okay, so let's move further. What is the importance of the photosynthesis? Of course, the very important point that it helps the plants to prepare the food production for itself, for animals, for humans, and for all the living organisms. So very important is process is to prepare the food through the process which is photosynthesis, and as a result of this, what do we get? Oxygen. It is the end product which is required for by every living organism. Okay, and it also helps in climate regulation. Now if you will say, how ma'am it will just helps in the climate regulation, keep the maintain the climate? Because if there will be more carbon dioxide, and if plants will not prepare the food, there will be no release of oxygen, and as a result, humans and animals, of course, we will produce carbon dioxide. So how the balance will be maintained? There will be no balance. All right. So, and plants require carbon dioxide. All right. So there will be more carbon dioxide if plants do not prepare the food, and there will be no oxygen, because as a result, when plants prepare the food, we get the oxygen. So it is very important. So it also helps, the photosynthesis process also helps in the climate regulation, because plants, when preparing the food, it requires the carbon dioxide. Okay, so it is taken in, and what is given out? Oxygen is given out, which is also very important. It is the end product. It is also very important for all the living organisms, including human. Okay, so I hope this point is clear. Next is biodiversity. So it is also important. Photosynthesis is the foundation of food chain and the ecosystem. All right. Now, what are the factors affecting this photosynthesis? Of course, there will be light, because when there will be no light, the process of photosynthesis cannot take place, because we are getting the energy. Light gives the energy. How this energy is utilized? In this video, we have studied that what are the parts and how does the process takes place. Now, how this energy is used, this we will study in the next video. So of course, the light is required. Water, without water, no photosynthesis cannot take place. The next is temperature. Okay, temperature is required, optimum temperature is required, and of course, when plants, as I told you previously, that plants require carbon dioxide for preparing the food, and from where the plants get the carbon dioxide? It gets from the atmosphere. So these are the points which is required by the plants. These are the factors which affects the plant: light, water, temperature, and carbon dioxide. All right, so in this video I have explained you about the process of the photosynthesis, and about the cross section of the leaf. What are the inside the palisade mesophyll cells? There is the chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, we have studied the structure of chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, there is chlorophyll, and then the lower epidermis, there is a stomata. The structure of stomata is explained. What are the importance of the photosynthesis, and what is the factors affecting the photosynthesis? So please go through this video, do make the notes, and share your valuable comments on this, and stay tuned with me. Okay children, I hope this video is helpful to you. So see you again. God bless you. Bye bye.